episode of Geeky and Analysis. This week, we'll be delving into the wonderful, rather expansive galaxy far, far away as we explore Death Troopers, deadly specialist stormtroopers that served the Galactic Empire throughout the Galactic Civil War. Enjoy! Death Troopers were black-clad specialist stormtroopers designed for stealth, espionage, and lethality. They often served as bodyguards for high-ranking Imperial officers and ministers, including Grand Admiral Thrawn, Minister Hayden, Director Krennic, and Moff Gideon. They would serve alongside standard stormtroopers while in smaller groups, usually appearing to be in squads of 3 or 4. This was standard for a Death Trooper squad. At least, it appeared that way. Death Troopers were guards, often assigned to protect both people and shipments. This included the likes of high-ranking Imperials, as mentioned previously, and Kyber Crystal shipments, including the one intercepted by Saw Gerrera and Spectres Ezra Bridger and Sabine Wren. Commander DT-F-16 led a squad of Death Troopers here. Her squad accompanied the shipment and several technicians aboard freighter 2716, which was also accompanied by several stormtroopers. It was on course for a rendezvous point with a Star Destroyer. It arrived, but a large fragile crystal on board became unstable and destroyed both the Star Destroyer and the freighter alike, due to the interference from the rebel trio. Their protective roles meant that Death Troopers would accompany their superior officers to a range of locations. This included Atalon, in which they accompanied Thrawn in an attempt to capture senior rebel officers such as General Dodonna and Captain Syndulla. Jathal, a small village where they accompanied Grand Admiral Thrawn and Governor Price, who were present to oversee the test flight of the new TIE Defender multi-role starfighter. The excavation site where the Lothal Jedi Temple was being excavated, the Death Star over Jeddah, Edu, and Scarif. Like most of the galaxy, Death Troopers spoke Galactic Basic. It was standard for them. However, for most of Death Trooper existence, the speech was garbled due to the use of voice scramblers, which were built into their helmets. These kept their communications a secret between one another, speaking in Death Trooper encryption. This was especially helpful during espionage missions in regards to conveying information. However, the use of voice scramblers came not long before the Death Star's completion, by about a year or so. Before then, Death Troopers would be understood to speak unscrambled basic like almost the rest of the galaxy at large. Death Trooper equipment is much more advanced compared to that of a standard trooper. This goes for both their armor and weapons. Their armor was fitted with Neurosalve macro-motion monitors, which were essentially binoculars that could be used to pick up even the slightest of movements. Multi-frequency targeting and acquisition sensors, which would be used to pick up a range of sound frequencies, and image-intensifying active pulse emitters. The latter was stored within the 2 green dots at the bottom of their helmets, and of course, their helmets also featured voice scramblers, as mentioned previously. Death Trooper armor was sprayed with a type of polymer called reflect, which warped electromagnetic signals commonly found in sensor arrays. In other words, the polymer reflects signals but prevents the sensors from picking up the movement of Death Troopers. This was ideal for stealth missions. Underneath their armor, the troopers wore an environmentally sealed bodysuit, which I assume adapted to its environment to ensure Death Troopers could move without developing any problems due to the environment around them, such as hypothermia in cold surroundings and overheating in much hotter surroundings. Death Troopers also sported pauldrons on their right shoulder, which denoted their rank but appeared black and featureless if not viewed through a Death Trooper visor. As for their weapons and tools, they varied depending on their specialities, such as whether they were more adapted for espionage or protection. On their chests, Death Troopers had an IM-40 3-slot ammunition and tool pouch strapped on. Weapons included the SC-14R repeating blaster, E-11D blaster carbine, DLT-19D heavy blaster rifle, DLT-19 heavy blaster rifle, and smart rockets. They also carried various grenades, including C-25 fragmentation grenades, baradium thermal detonators, and a sonic imploder or thermal detonator. And we're here once again. The end of the video is here. I really hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, make sure to like and share the video, as well as subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a video. Also, make sure to check out my Instagram and Twitter too. The links to both will be in the description. However, that's up to you. I hope to see you in next week's video, but until then, bye!